So today we are here at Parc Symmetry and it's about 4. We came here to recce the place for photo shoot and we are in our running gear. So we're gonna have a quick jog. Yep, this place is pretty serene. If you need some alone time, you can consider coming here if you're not afraid. Not too bad. So we are gonna take a short jog. All the greenery. So I guess I would never have taken a jog here alone, but since there's Jeremy, it's not too bad and the skies are still bright. Yeah, you need to lead a healthy lifestyle amidst this whole pandemic. Hope it's not too shaky, but there's quite a number of people here as well because you can see quite a lot of cars. Okay, so when you're running at Parc Symmetry, do take note that sometimes you'll see wild animals like this. Wow. Or Jeremy, can we walk? Can you walk with me? Oh, we can't outrun a boar. So I guess the boar is coming to see the sunset. Alright, so now we have the beautiful greeneries waiting for the sunset. And there's this building here. In the past, it's for people to like find a shelter. It's like a chapel where they can kind of take some time to remember their loved ones who have passed on. Yeah. So now we are going to the chapel that's situated at Parc Symmetry, and it's pretty nice, kind of open to the public, and it's really, look at the bricks. Okay, so it's a place of quiet contemplation. So just a word of caution, if you're coming here, please remember to bring your mosquito repellent or some feng you, because we're about 1.5 hours here and it's pretty windy. Thank God it's the sun. It's not too sunny. We're not sweltering under the heat, although we arrived here at 4. But there are a lot of mosquitoes, and I think as the sun starts its descent, more and more mosquitoes are coming out. So do remember, if you are very prone to mosquito bites, to bring the needed repellent for yourself. So if you look at the condition of this map, directories, you can see that they're pretty old. And if you do not already know, a lot of graves in Singapore are subjected to exhumation by the government regulations after the lease is up, because it's state land. See, he's scratching the mosquitoes. Yep. So if you're looking for a place to run and you're not afraid, do try Parc Symmetry. I will tell you how many kilometers we ran in total. It's quite manageable and not that hilly, but you can see many different types of tombstones of different designs, and I think there's a lot of greenery, a lot of fresh air if you come in the morning. But all in all, it's a pretty quiet place. As you can see in the back, scenery is good, no tall buildings. If you're like me who wants to escape the city life and prefer something more suburban, this is perfect. And I would think that if you are someone who also appreciates the quiet contemplation, this is also quite a good place. You can bring a book or a notebook. In recent days, of course, it's the iPad and the Apple Pencil, and just pen down your thoughts, have some reflection for the year, especially since 2021 is coming to an end in 2 months' time. That is so scary because it basically means that we have already reached about the 10th month of 2021. Time flies, so please spend your time wisely. Enjoy life while you can. Live life to the fullest. So continue running near the road and you'll find another place. I suspect it might be also a place for quiet contemplation in the past. So it's called Parc Symmetry, but this is gated, so it's kind of private. So how is it like taking a run at Choa Cemetery?
Nice. Nobody here.
Oh.
Like it quiet.
So how is it like? You see, perks you can do only when you date a funeral director. And then we have arrived at the Jewish cemetery, and it's gated as well. It's pretty. Nice little bite 1, nice little bite 2, nice little bite 3. Oh, okay, so we have reached the end of the cemetery, which is there. We just came from there, and we are turning back now, back to where we started, where we parked the car, and we might try to do some static either at NTU, or we may explore the Chinese cemetery, depending on how the weather is like, because it feels like certain parts of Singapore nearby is raining, because when the air is blown at us, it's cold. So according to Jeremy, he said that somewhere nearby us it's really raining. But alas, how do we know what it is actually? Okay, so now we have finished our static exercise. We decided to do the static exercise here on this random road. There are not a lot of cars, so I think it's pretty okay, and the weather is great. Now we are going to walk back towards the car, and hopefully we can see some beautiful sunset since it's in the west. So let's go! So beautiful skies because it's sunset time, and beautiful unblocked scenery. Okay, so we're gonna try to catch the sunset from the Chinese cemetery side because it seems like that side is brighter. However, there's this burning smell that is I don't know where it's coming from, and it reminds me softly of the times when I was in Laos and Cambodia. You know, when I was staying in a village in Laos where we had to cook our own food using charcoal, and yeah, kind of like that smell, but I don't think anyone's cooking here. Probably it's just burning of incense or some paper products. I'm not so sure. I just want to say that this dog looks like Phoebe. Now I suspect if Phoebe is really a pure golden retriever. Okay, but of course Phoebe is cute. So now we are at the other side. This is actually a Muslim cemetery, not the Chinese one yet. Okay, so we drove over from the Christian cemetery and we thought here would be the Chinese one, but at the entrance it's actually the Muslim cemetery first, and we managed to catch a glimpse of the sunset, although It is kind of long because of the ongoing construction, but it's still pretty. And sun is setting soon, so it's time check. It's actually 6:31 p.m. Usually the sun sets at about 7. Yeah, it's 6:31 p.m. and usually the sun sets at about 7 p.m. So there's about half an hour. We're probably just gonna explore this place first. So if we take a look, the sun is setting. You can see the egg yolk there. Really quite nice and beautiful. Quiet as well. If you want a spot that's romantic and quiet, maybe you can consider this. Alright, so now it's 6:51 p.m. and the sky, we don't really see the egg yolk anymore when that's typical of a sunset because the sun has gone behind the clouds, but we can still see the rays of the sun illuminating the skies, and that's a beautiful sight. So we are just enjoying the view, and if you want some very Instagram worthy pictures, you can try taking it here as well.
Free parking.
So it's amazing how the sky transitions from daylight to night, and how the ambience, the mood changes along with it. So I feel that at night, that's where we get to feel a lot more relaxed, more in the chill vibe zone compared to in the morning or in the afternoon or even evening when there's still daylight and you're still busy frantically thinking about things to do. Whereas when the sky gets darker, somehow our bodies automatically attuned to be less tense, and I think that's amazing because somehow our body knows what's best for us. Oops. So it's pretty dark now, and we are still at the cemetery. It's quite nice, and maybe at night we can even potentially see some stars because it's quite a vast expanse here. It's very, very nice, very peaceful. Alright, so this is CCK for you at night. It's 7:20 p.m. and it's a very nice chillax place actually. We're heading back to the car